Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jordan Liturgis here, coming back at you with another video. As I was promising that I was gonna have my next video be about my teenage life, but before I do that, um, I just wanted to just to say a quick word. Um, as you see, I'm still wearing my suit because I just got home from church. I received 3 lessons today, so I thank God for giving me those 3 lessons. And one of the biggest lessons I got out of the three is that God will always look out for you, regardless of what you're going through or what you're trying to deal with, or if you're having trouble solving a situation. God will always be there to help you. And all you got to do is talk to Him, pray to Him, and thank Him for giving Him the encouragement that anybody would need. So I just thought I'd say that real quickly because after hearing the lessons today, I'm feeling like God has put me in another good position, and I thank God every day. And I'm still going to keep thanking Him for putting me in the position I am now, and that's why I thank God for helping me approach people in a different way, and doing videos I think is a real good plus for me because I've gotten people that's looking at my videos and they're liking it. I mean, they expect it to be a little better, but I've told everybody I'm not perfect. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna just make my very first video and make it be the best video in the world. I'm not even trying to pursue that. I'm just trying to touch at least one person. Like if I can have somebody watch every one of my videos and they're touched, that's more than enough for me. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So in today's video, as I was just saying in the previous episode, I talked a little bit about my childhood. So for today, I'll talk about my teenage years as I promised. So, what could I say about my teenage life? Well, I would say that being a teenager for me, it was mostly about having fun at first. Like by the time I was a freshman and sophomore in high school, it was all just about having fun. You know, it's just spending time going to the gym, hooping with your friends, and then hanging out with your friends during lunch break, hanging out with them in class, and then when school's over with, you play some more basketball with your friends, and then you go back to your old neighborhood, you hang out with your friends there. So to me, it was all about having fun with friends and playing basketball at the same time. But that was just, it was all just fun and games for me when I was a freshman and sophomore because I didn't really care too much about being serious about anything. I mean, the only thing I was really serious of at the time was schoolwork. I mean, by the time I was a freshman, I had one of the top rankings on my honor roll list, and I think I was like top 60, which was to me it was pretty good. And I think what changed my sophomore year was when I found out that I didn't make the basketball team. And what happened was there was a situation in tryouts where we all did drills, and then there was a situation where the assistant coach called a certain name, and if your name was called, you had to do a drill in the main court. But if your name wasn't called, you shot free throws on the sideline. So I was thinking, well, why do you want us to do that? Like, man, and I was thinking maybe they're rotating players so they all could do the same drill. But it turned out I was one of those guys shooting free throws, and for me, free throws was key. So I would be the guy to hit like 10, 20 free throws in a row, 25 free throws. The most free throws I ever made in a row was 98. I'm still trying to pursue that point of getting 100, but usually when I'm hitting the 90s, more like I'm missing at that one point. But 98 in a row free throw shots is my personal record. So anyway, so what happened was we were shooting those free throws, and I was watching the guys that was doing the drill in the main court. I was studying them as I was shooting free throws. And a little I know, the assistant coach called all the guys that were shooting free throws to the sideline. So we all went, and he went straight out of the blue. You guys are shooting free throws because you guys are not on the team, and you guys did not make it, and I wish you guys best of luck in the future. So it hurt me. It did hurt me deep down inside. I kind of felt hurt, like it was the kind of hurt that I was like, man, I can't believe I failed. And I felt like that was the first time in my life where I felt like failure has really took a toll on me and I had to change it. And at the same time, I wasn't happy at the high school I was at. The high school I went to was Lafayette Jefferson High School. Shout out to all my people with Lafayette Jeff. Represent Broncos. Broncos was a nickname. But I didn't want to stay at Jeff any longer than I did because I knew right then and there that I had no future. Um, Basketball, um, student work, going to college. Like I thought staying at Jeff was not the answer for me. So I did make a bold move of transferring to high schools, and I went to West Lafayette Junior Senior High School for my junior and senior year, and it was a whole different ball game for me because I was in a new school, I was meeting new people, but at the same time there was still people at that school that I was already familiar with. Like for instance, I got a teammate who I've known for years, like even before we were teammates in high school. Like we used to hang out all the time. We used to play basketball together. It was a lot of fun. And then when we finally became teammates, we were just even closer. And I thought it was going to be a different ball game for me because I was going into a better high school academically, and plus I was gonna get involved with the basketball program that could help me be better as a person. And to this day, I thank God that He put me in that position because it only took me 6 games, 6 JV games to be exact, junior varsity games for me to make varsity. And this all happened my junior year. And I mean, yeah, I played more JV games. I probably played about 12, 13 JV games. But after the 6th game, I automatically got a spot on varsity. And once I had my first taste of varsity, I really loved the experience. It was great. And then, make a long story short, on my junior year, I helped the team win a sectional championship. And it was the first ever championship in like years that they won a sectional, so it was really special. And then my senior year it was another great challenge for me because it was going to be my first year experiencing a starter, and not only a starter but one of the top players on the team and in the city. So it was a really tough challenge for me because before my senior year even started, like I was already getting the recognition because I led my AAU team to their first ever national championship, which I had talked previously. It was here in Fort Wayne when we played the national championship. So I remember I scored about 26 points, and I think we won by like 8. I can't remember exactly what the score was. But yeah, I had 26 points. And I didn't get the MVP award, but I got honored for being on the first team of the tournament. So it was it was pretty special. I think I was top 3 or 4 in the MVP ranking, but it was pretty good. It was a great experience. So when AAU was over with for me, I knew that I had to carry it into the varsity level. And what I could say about my senior year of high school is that my coach, he was a father figure. If my dad didn't know an answer that he probably would have not understood, I can always call my coach and be like, "Can you tell me about this situation?" And he told me everything when it came to how to handle life, how to stay out of trouble, and what it takes to go to college. And he put me like we hardly had any downs. Like we had so many ups between me and my coach. I mean, it was great. I mean, he was even my business and law teacher. So we were always together. Like it, and we didn't have to be on the ball. We didn't have to practice. We didn't have to go to the basketball court to hang out and talk. We didn't have to go to the weight room and work out and talk at the same time. And we were in the classroom. Sometimes we had lunch together. I mean, he was a father figure. He was more than just a coach. He was a father figure. And to this day, he's still a father figure to me. I mean, I haven't contacted him in a long time. Like, I kind of regret doing that, but I'm planning on contacting him again when the time is right, because I haven't told him about me being out in Fort Wayne and living on my own and stuff. But once I tell him, I mean, I just want to wait for the right time for that to occur. So, to make the long story short about my high school career, I mean, I got through it. Going through 2 high schools, I got my high school diploma, and then my next level was going to college. I had a basketball scholarship to a junior college, but I won't talk about that story. Maybe another video. But yes, that was mainly my high school life. At first, it was just hanging out, having fun, going to school, playing basketball. But then once I had that failure my sophomore year, I just had to change it. I had to worked on my game. I played so much better than I did, and I made a lot of recognitions my 4 years of high school. I mean, even though I only played one full year of varsity and half of varsity, so a year and a half of varsity, I should say. I mean, it was still that year and a half of varsity experience. I still made good history. I mean, even my senior year, I still got the high school record to this day of the highest free throw percentage in the season, which was 92%, and I beat it from a guy who had an All American recognition when he played at that school. So breaking an All American record, like a potential All American record, it was a great blessing. And then winning on another sectional, so I had two sectional championships at my second high school. So I gave them something to remember for the 2 years I was with them. So honestly, I did like high school. I honestly enjoyed high school. I mean, even though sophomore year was probably the toughest because even though I didn't make the team, like I was still involved with other things. Like I ran track for a while. I played volleyball. I did pretty good in volleyball. I ended up playing varsity for volleyball, but we didn't get real far because we got beat by Carmel in the first round of the tournament. So, and Carmel was one of the top volleyball teams in the state. So, yeah, but I was also manager for the girls varsity basketball team too at Jeff. So, yeah, I was still around basketball even though I didn't make the team on sophomore year. It was just hard on me. I mean, it was really tough. But at the same time, I enjoyed it, and then I have the diploma in my room here. I just don't want to take the time to look for it right now. But yeah, I mean, I have something to remember. You know, that diploma it got me in a good position to go to college and then just live life from that point on. So for all you high schoolers out there, pursue that goal of getting your diploma before you go anywhere else. Because without that diploma, it'll be tough for you to get into a business like I am, or get a good job like I have, or be able to achieve your personal goals like I am still trying to pursuing. So stick with that degree and diploma. You know, like diploma first, and then your degree when you go to college. But those of you that have diplomas, I salute you guys for having diplomas. And if you have college degrees, I salute you even more because you know you're taking your next step on achieving your personal goals. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on about my day. Get off the soup because it's pretty hot in here right now. But I just wanted to tell you guys about my teenage life, and I hope everybody's having a well blessed Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday for all you guys that don't know, and I hope everybody has a good week. And stay tuned for more Ball and J Money videos. God bless you, and have a good day.